morning, good morning. Good afternoon, Hope. Good afternoon, Pat. Hi, Kathy Hand, Grace Isis, Robert Dosa, Rick Moon, Tammy Fisk, Rosalind, good morning. Thomas, good morning to you. How's everybody doing? Oops. Just get off the phone. I was sharing it out. Please help me share it this morning. And there y'all are. Okay, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Wednesday, it's hump day. We don't have our Deirdre in here telling us that yet. So hopefully she'll get in here with us and help us to share it out. All right, let's get going this morning. What you got in your cuppa? And let's put some joy in there. Let's make it a joyful, happy Wednesday. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you for sharing, everybody who hit that share button. I so appreciate that. Because if I share it too much, I'm going to be in Facebook jail, just like Becky was recently in Facebook jail a couple of times. Facebook doesn't like it when you share joy too much. So if all of us share it once, then we've got it shared out really good, don't we? Robert, it's a stormy day. Oh boy, stormy day in Romania. I don't know what that would look like. I've never really looked at Romania, so I don't know what kind of terrain or anything is there. Is it, do you have like forests, or is it mostly just like city where you live? I don't know anything about the place that you live in, Robert, so share with us. Share what Romania is like. Captain Kovacs, good morning. There's our Deirdre. Oh, Deirdre, you're a day behind, girlfriend. It's hump day today. How'd you miss a day? Sally, hello, hello, good morning. And there's our Tammy. Good morning. All right, let's do our heart brain. Ooh, get our brain woken up, get our heart and brain talking, and let's get some good love flowing here in the family. All right, so touching your heart center. And then breathe in slowly. And breathe back out. Let's add in some joy. Add in a really good feeling inside. Maybe it's a good memory, a good experience, just the thought, peace on earth, thought of happiness, a warm hug. And let's continue this process for the next minute. And just really get our heart talking to the brain, get the brain going into the highest brain state it can go to. And then we're just going to talk about our story, talk about our I am. And what story are you telling today? I am abundant. I am a light in the darkness. I am loving kindness. I am unconditional, loving, and listening. I am an outstretched arm to those in need. I am joy. I am healthy. I am living my path. I am free to be me. And I am peace. Good morning, Erica. Yes, it is Kona coffee time, Sally. I have it in my cup. Good morning, Rick Morrow. And Dennis, good morning to you. Today is National Administrative Professionals Day. Awesome. Catherine Kovacs, I am grateful. Deirdre, I am part of the magnum opus of cosmic consciousness. I love that. And Kathy, I'm sending love to my tooth pain and my post-viral heart symptoms and setting them free. I'm healthy and grateful. Suzanne, good morning, good morning. Sally, I am alive, breathing, compassionate, and ever growing and expanding. Therefore, I am divine light. Good morning, Jennifer. Suzanne, I am strong and confident. Robert Dosa, I am wandering. I am grateful. Good morning, Leo. How are you doing this morning? And I see we have a potential troll on here this morning. So we're just going to get right off the bat. That was so weird. There was one yesterday and I couldn't even see it on my screen. But thank you to the people who did help out with that. What else we got? Julie Kiss, good morning. And Hope, I am healthy and grateful. Me too, Hope. And not sure who EWN Enlightened Living is showing up as this morning. Leo, I am positivity and joy personified. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Well, yesterday was kind of a rough day. It was, it had a rough start anyway. I don't know why, but this is a pretty big cup. I think you all can see how big the cup is. And I had it sitting beside my computer, and I had my phone sitting on my keyboard, and the phone just kind of jumped right into the cup of coffee, which is not fun, especially if you drink coffee with cream. It was kind of like an icky mess that I had to clean off my phone. And then I kept dropping the phone. I don't know what was up with that yesterday. And yeah, it was really a busy day, so I didn't need that going on. But yes, I am rested now from that. from the long day of yesterday and so ready for whatever this day brings. Okay, Rosalind, I am rested and ready for the day. Awesome. Dennis, okay, that's to Deirdre. It is Sally. Okay, you all may be hearing the heater. Let me just go turn it off. And we'll see if maybe that was the problem. Julie, I am a small part of a loving world. Yes, you're a huge part in our family, dear Julie. Jennifer, my phone wanted coffee, I think. It wanted to wake up. Jennifer, I am grateful. Oh, I'm so grateful for all of you. But anyway, when the phone went into the coffee, it flashed it onto Kuan Yin cards, and I wasn't real happy about that because, like I said, it was kind of sticky, but they survived, and now one of them is jumping out for me. Right. Or for us, I should say. Okay, so the card that jumped out is the Orchid Priestess of Destiny. The Orchid Priestess of your highest spiritual destiny calls to you now. She inspires you to discover and express your purpose. You are encouraged to live into your potential with all its uniqueness and beauty. Her sweet flute playing deep in your heart, blossoms of orchid and chrysanthemum falling from her feet, she stirs your heart to quest for your true soul passion. I love this card. I love orchids. I've never been able to take care of orchids. I've had many that most were gifted to me, and I just couldn't keep them alive. I couldn't keep them flourishing. But I love this orchid priestess. It has such a beautiful imagery to it, doesn't it? Yes, Suzanne, Kuan Yin did have a cuppa. Not only does she join us every morning to speak to us, but she got doused with a good dose of Kona coffee. And Sally, your orchids die immediately. Yeah, I don't know what that's all about, but I've just never been able to take care of them the way they deserve to be taken care of and to have them grow and flourish. Jean L'Oreal, you showed up. Good morning, good morning. Jean with her new computer and having some technical difficulties with it at times. So what is your favorite flower? What do you all like for a flower? I love the rose. That's still, I think, my very favorite of all the flowers. And it doesn't matter the color. I think they're all absolutely gorgeous. And it just intrigues me, the rose, how it's so wrapped so tightly, and then all of a sudden it's unfolding. And the more it unfolds, the more beautiful it is. It's gorgeous no matter what state it's in, whether it's the rose bud before it begins to unfurl, or in the midst of it, or fully blossomed. The rose is just gorgeous. And it feels like that rose is a metaphor for us, for humans. It's like we begin so tightly wrapped. Everything, there's all that potential inside of us when we're in that bud state, when we're just not yet open to fully to the world and fully to who we are. We don't really see ourselves. We don't see the big picture. but as it unfolds, there's beauty every bit of the way, even if it's just one petal that starts to come open. There's beauty in even that. And I love taking pictures of roses. They're just so picturesque. So my camera absolutely loves it. Anytime I'm around flowers, if there's a rose there, you know I'm going to be taking a picture of it. Oh, you reached safety. Prachetta, good morning, good afternoon to you. And I'm so glad that you're there with Prachir. I love both of you so much. So I'm glad you're together and safe, and just keep breathing in the protection of Archangel Michael, because I know it's a really tough situation over there in India. But I think you're going to be safe and feel more safe being there with each other. And Dennis says, sadly, orchids are very difficult to maintain. Yeah, I know they are. They're so gorgeous, but I have to let other people take care of them, and I just enjoy the beauty. And that's another metaphor. Sometimes we just see how others can maintain things, or just take take something that's difficult, and it might look easy for them, where it would look like it was a lot of work or impossible for us, but we can enjoy the beauty that other people create. And that's life. Sometimes it's just not our journey. It's not for us to be the great painter, or create a magnificent song, the lyrics to a song or a poem, but we can enjoy what other people do. And that's a lesson in oneness, because we are part of what created that. We are part of each other, and together on this journey for a purpose. We all come here knowing that we're going to reunite with our loved ones, with our soul group. So celebrate whenever somebody else is celebrating, celebrate their wins right along with them. And Deirdre says, I've always been partial to daisies and dandelions. I think there must be a poem in there somewhere. Daisies and dandelions. I'll have to see if I can write that for you, Deirdre. I love writing poetry. And Rosalind, companion planting. Planting herbs next to tomatoes will help the soil biology and makes the tomatoes taste better. All you peas are like companion plants. You fill my morning cuppa and help me grow and expand. How beautiful is that? Rosalind, I love that vision. And yes, yes, yes. There's a lot of flavored peas in here, aren't there? There's peas of all kinds that bring so much to the table. You're all so beautiful and so special in your own way. And Sally says, irises are mine outside of lotus blossoms. My Zen garden is surrounded in irises. Yes, they are beautiful. Oh, Dennis, you're so beautiful. You are a rose among carnations. I love carnations too. And Prachetta, you're going to be quarantined for 7 days. I hope that goes fast for you, honey. I hope that it's something that you can just take some time now to let your body and your mind rest and relax, and just know that you're in a good place and you're taken care of. And let Prachir do all the cooking and the cleaning. Jean says, I do love roses, but growing them is like self-torture. I have pink wounds all over my hands. It's like they say, if you want my beauty, you have to suffer some too. Yeah, there's thorns that come with the beauty sometimes, aren't there, Jean? And Kathy says, I love roses, but I have a petite orchid that my kids got me for Mom's Day 2 years ago. And it's the first orchid I got to rebloom. It's in the great room where it gets plenty of sun and warmth. And you have your angelic gems, crystals, and oracle cards on the same rack as the orchid and other plants. Beautiful. And you love sunflowers. Oh, I love sunflowers too. They really draw our attention, don't they? It's like they're one of those plants that are going to really stand up tall and say, "Hey, look at me." The sunflower, to me, it just draws our attention to it because it's such a happy plant. Its color, its whole essence is just happiness. And when I look at that sunflower, you can't look at one without smiling. And Suzanne, I know you're on here. I remember going to that, what was it? We went to a nursery and the sunflowers in there, I couldn't stop taking pictures of them. I'm like, oh my gosh, everywhere I turn, there's sunflowers and they're so beautiful and so prolific up in that area in Pennsylvania. Good morning, sweet Becky. Thank you for coming in. And Sally says, Deirdre, it doesn't surprise me at all. If I had to pick any one of the members of this pod to represent Mother Earth, it would so be you. Yeah. Yeah. Deirdre's our Earth angel. And Becky says, carnations are her favorite. And Sally, I think the sunflower comes to represent strength and beauty. Yeah, I think you're right. It's used in several things as an icon, a logo, and I know breast cancer is one of those things that uses the sunflower because it is such a beautiful, strong plant and just so gorgeous. So yeah, I think you're right. The sunflower, we're all sunflowers here, aren't we? As we are peas, we all have our own bright light that shines and that says, hey, I'm here for you. And to me, that's what the sunflower says. I'm here for you. Pay attention. And all of you peas, when you come in, I see you. We see each other. We see the love in you. And thank you. Thank you for that love and that light that shines so brightly inside of you. So awesome. And the sunflowers feed the birds as well. Yes, they do. They certainly do. All right, so what's going on today? It's Wednesday, it's hump day. We've got book club today. Yay. Is it our last week with this book? No, I think we have one more week with the 5-second rule by Mel Robbins. And that 5-second rule has changed lives. It has really helped a lot of people, including myself, to make decisions, to turn away from procrastinating, to turn toward a good feeling thought. And that's where it, I think, has helped me the most. It's helped me to pivot away. And Abraham is the first one I heard that concept of pivoting, to look at a situation or a thought that pops up. And if it doesn't feel good, you can turn away from that. You can pivot a whole other direction at any given moment. My mentor, Lisa Nichols, teaches that we don't have to go back and erase anything. We don't have to look back at our stories and want to do it over again and say, I wish I could change this. I wish I could change that. We can't. Physically, we can't change anything that has happened in our lifetime. But what we can do is pivot around and start fresh, start anew, start with that clean slate every day. So today, I'm giving you all a clean slate, a blank slate. What are you going to do with it? What are you going to create on your blank slate today? Let's do some creating. It's Wednesday, wacky Wednesday, anything goes. Whatever you want to put on that slate for you today, it's yours to create with. So just envision that I have given you this beautiful blank whiteboard. It's big. It's one of those that's freestanding and really big, and you can write anything you want on that whiteboard. You can start this day ever how you want it. What do you want? What do you want to write on there that's going to be your story for today? What are you going to create for you today? Not for us. You're not doing it for any of us. You're doing it for yourself. So with this new slate, clean slate, there's no looking back. You're not looking backwards. You're only looking at this moment in time. What's going on to your clean slate today? And let's see where we're going with this wacky Wednesday where anything is possible. We live in a world of infinite potential. So whatever it is that you want to bring to you today, whatever you want your day to look like, just write it on there and share that with us so we can share in it with you. We can hold that vision for you to be lifted up and guided and live up to your infinite potential of the day. So while you're thinking of that and writing it in the comments, let me see what other comments we have. Marietta, oh, I see you too. Yes, you are so beautiful, Marietta. You are a bright light in my world. You are one of the roses that has just shown yourself so beautifully to me. Thank you. And Sally, you have a guided meditation at 3:00 Eastern today. Wonderful. Deirdre, you're doing a new window treatment. Awesome. And Julie, you got some snow there in upstate New York. I know it's one of those weird things with the weather, isn't it? That snow just keeps on coming this year. They just had a lot of snow out here in Colorado, out in the west. And I need for it to go because I'm going to be hitting the road in a few days. So I don't want to be driving into any snow when I go up to Sedona. And Sally says, I have 2 Reiki sessions and a spiritual coaching session with an 8-year-old. Beautiful. Deirdre, my board says all the people everywhere decided to love one another like brothers and sisters. I love your whiteboard. I love that creation that you just did, Deirdre, and living in a world of peace, love, and joy. That's what that's all about. And Leo says, Wacky Wednesday is now a thing. I like that better than Hump Day. I do too. I like Wacky Wednesday. It just gives it a fun flavor, doesn't it? It's like, okay, it's a day to lighten up. It's a day to laugh. It's a day to enjoy. And Leo, I think you might be creating something on TikTok for Wacky Wednesday. I'm going to look for it because I just see it coming. And if you do, I may have to duet with you on that one. And Sally says, yeah, the snow yesterday, but it was nothing more than just a few flakes and it went away. Nothing stuck. So no frost even. Well, good. Because I'm telling you, I love springtime and I have been so ready for spring. And California has not disappointed. The springtime here has been amazing with the trees budding, the flowers opening up, and the mountains. There's yellow poppies on the mountains, and they actually, from a distance, the mountain looks yellow. And it's just so interesting to see that. And there are fields of lavender and just some beautiful, beautiful spring energy that's happening here in California. So I want that for all of you as well. I want you to see those flowers opening up and hear the birds singing and all the animals of nature coming out to enjoy warmer weather, coming out from the winter hibernation that they did. And Leo says, "Oh, definitely, yes, you got to do it. Absolutely. And when you do Wacky Wednesday, I'll do a duet with you and we'll share it. So, any of you that aren't on TikTok yet, I just love Leo's inspirational videos. They're so cool. And there's times when it really, really resonates with me. So, I can go on and do a duet with him, and both of us are lifting up the vibration and sharing it out further. So check out Leo on TikTok and check out my TikTok. I want more of you to follow what's going on. A lot of times I'll talk about the journey or share some of the pictures or the videos from the journey on TikTok. So I'd love to have you on there. And Hope says, Wacky Wednesday, it feels like anything is possible. Anything is possible. And that's your whiteboard that you have. I want to see some more creations. What are you putting on that whiteboard today? What's potential for you today? What are you going to call in to have your day look like? What does it look like? Does it look like freedom? Does it look like fun? That's what I want for this Wednesday. I want a day full of fun. I want a day of excitement, a day that gets me revved up and thinking about what's the best that can happen today. So if you had your whiteboard and on top of it, at the very top, you wrote, what's the best that can happen on this day? And then write that out. I love Deirdre's. I love her vision board that she just put on there on her whiteboard for everyone to love each other. What a great vision. So what's on yours? What's the best that can happen today in your world in this very moment? And hello to Steve on YouTube and Isabel on Facebook. Thank you all for joining in. Sally says, yes, I already have tulips, daffodils, hyacinth, and lilies that are beginning to get their blooms on them. I don't want to lose them right now. Yeah, we don't want the cold weather to come back in and the flowers be confused and say, wait a minute, is it still wintertime? And I think that's what's happening in some of these places where it's this late snowstorm that's coming through. And nature is like, wait a minute, I was just poking my head out. I was just thinking that it was safe to come out into the world, and now I'm getting snowed on or frozen. So yeah, let's pray for the weather to settle down and for springtime to really be able to come forward so we can enjoy it. And let's also do our prayer request because I just looked at the time. Wow, this morning's show went by fast. So if you have any prayer requests, please put those in there and let us all know what that is for you. I want to keep my friend Linda Dirks lifted up. She will be traveling back to Vermont in, I think, this weekend, and just wishing her health as she goes along the way back to her state that she usually resides in. She's here for the winter, but I want everything to look beautiful when she gets there. So hoping that the flowers are starting to open up and she'll be able to experience some real beauty in Vermont. Sally, I want to meet 4 new people in person this week, those who I can connect with on a deeper plane. I love that. I love that whole manifestation because it's very specific and you know what you want it to look like, and that's the way we manifest. When we have it in our mind and in our heart and just envision that it's already there, it's already happened. And Thomas, I think that's TJ but your name looks different today. I believe Gaia is really tired of our abuse and she is fighting back. Yeah, the weather pattern is just kind of weird right now, so I'm not sure what is going on there. Leo, prayers for Linda, John, and all those in need, including my mother, as she prepares for surgery. Yes, Leo, let's keep your mother lifted up. Let's keep you lifted up and your family. I know that you all are still in grief process from all the losses that you experienced not that long ago. So let's keep your whole family lifted up, and especially your mother right now going through something physical, and praying for the best outcome for her. All right, any other prayer requests? I want to just really pray for the states that are experiencing a lot of turmoil, Minnesota especially. So let's lift up the inhabitants where there's a high energy and everybody's on high alert, and just praying that our country can settle down from all of the chaos that's going on. You know, we've been in lockdown, we've been isolated, and let's just live in a world of peace. That's my prayer. That's my desire, is for peace to come over this world. And Sally is asking to be lifted out of this energy funk so I'm not so physically exhausted. Prayers for Teri, Stacy, Tony, Hope, and all others who are in need. Special prayers, those who are fighting an unspoken battle, for those that don't speak up. They don't ask for the prayers. They don't feel they're worthy. Yeah, if there's something going on, this is a safe place for you to ask for prayer for yourself, if that's needed, for your loved ones, for whatever is happening in your world. We want to surround you. We want to pour some love into your energy, for you to feel that love, for you to feel safe and secure, and to know that you are loved along with your loved ones. Hope, prayers for the entire Angelic River family to be blessed with an abundance of health and wealth. Prayers for the USA to find peace. Yeah, it's been enough turmoil. There's been enough violence. Let's get back to seeing each other and really respecting and honoring each other instead of what's been going on. Dennis, prayers for Andrea, who suffers from headaches that often turn to migraines. Absolutely, Dennis. Let's lift up Andrea today. Linda Lemieux, good morning to you. Thank you for joining in. Okay, so that is you. All right, we had just gotten used to calling you TJ. And so I'm so glad that it is you and that you're here with us. Thank you for being with us. Isabel, prayers for all in need. Thank you, Isabel. And I don't know, is that you, Sally, as EWN? Sending up prayers. And Patrine McCaver, thank you for joining us. Can you pray for me, my husband, and my son? We are not sure how to go forward as a family. We absolutely will lift you up, darling, and pray for that very best outcome for your family. Deirdre, prayers for everyone, everywhere. And yeah, Sally, that's you. Okay. All right. Well, let's go into our prayer time. We've got a few minutes left on the show. So all the prayer requests that were mentioned, and any that you're holding in your heart that you haven't shared yet, and then that's okay. It can be a silent prayer. And if anybody wants to just type that in, just silent prayer or anonymous, but let us know that there is something that we can lift you up for. You can do that as well. And Isabel, prayers for all of us in our family, prayers for peace in the world, prayers for your friend, for Leo's mother, and prayers for you, Isabel. Yeah, okay. So just take a deep breath in. And let's just, in our mind's eye, see the planet Earth, this beautiful blue planet that we've come to love and know as Mother Gaia. And let's first pour some love right into Gaia. Let's just lift her with our love, with our light. Just see your heart where you have poured in the love into you. You do that with the breath. You do that with intention. And then see that love that's in your heart coming out of your heart stream as a beautiful green energy. For some, it might look like emerald green. For some, it might be lighter. It might be like a blade of grass. But just see that green energy coming from your heart and going directly to Mother Gaia. We've all got our heart beams headed that way. We're infusing our dear Earth Mother today with love, with light, with divine wishes for peace, for abundance, for a calmness of the energy. Let's really focus that with the next few breaths that you take in. Breathe love into your heart and then see that open space for it to come out of. As it comes forward, it goes like a beam, like a flashlight beam, a very bright one, going down into Mother Gaia, right down to the crystalline center. In the middle of the earth, it's all crystals of every kind. There may be amethyst, quartz, agate, whatever is there that you're pulling on, hematite, and seeing some of you pouring that love into the center of earth. Because what happens is now that you are pouring love into the center, it's going to start coming back up to the surface, touching every person, coming up through the sole of the feet and helping us to feel grounded, helping us to feel centered and balanced. So it's really a big circle. As you breathe in the love, pour it out of your heart center down into earth, and then it comes back up and back up through the bottom of your feet, rejuvenated, revived, strengthened. And those of you that were feeling the fatigue, that were feeling tired, and some people are just tired of the struggle, tired of being isolated and being held back and having to deal with limits and restrictions. There's a lot of COVID fatigue right now, from the lockdown, from the disease itself, from everything that's been happening over the last year. There's a real fatigue. It's a real thing that we're experiencing. I'm just wanting that to end, wanting life to be alive again, to be free again. So as we infuse Mother Gaia with our heart energy, Mother Gaia gives back, and she gives it back to us in a charged way, with all that energy coming up through her, really revved up and revived and beautiful for us to experience. So let's just take a moment to complete that circle, to breathe in love into your heart, Open up that spotlight from your heart and send that green energy right down to the center of Mother Gaia. Just see it with your mind's eye. Just visualize it. You know what it looks like when a flashlight highlights something, when you shine it on it. Just shine that light right on Mother Gaia and see green energy. That's love. See it going right into the center of Gaia. And now see it being returned to you through the bottom of your feet, coming up into your root chakra, mixing in with all that beautiful red energy that's swirling around you in the root. So now you may be seeing a combination of red and green. Just allow the vision to take you where it takes you. See this green energy strengthening you. See the roots down into Mother Gaia, growing and expanding. And feel the strength that's coming up from that crystalline center. Just allow this beautiful experience today of having your energy lifted up, revived and refreshed, renewed, feeling like you can take on the world. You're becoming your own superhero by becoming more strengthened by Gaia. The root chakra is all about your safety and your security. It's all about living on this earth plane. So just allow the crystalline energy to wrap around you, to come all through you, starting at the bottom of your feet, all the way up to your tailbone. Just feel that whole area being strengthened. It feels like it's really expanding right now. See that expansion going out from your body, going into the room where you are right now. You may be at home, you may be in your vehicle. Wherever you are, just see it expanding out into the room. And then even the room can't contain all of this energy. So see it going out the doors, out the window. See that beautiful expansion of energy going out more into the physical world where you are. And this love started with you just taking in a breath. So as it goes outside, let it go into your neighborhood. Let it touch the lives of those around you as it expands out. This beautiful, healing, strengthening energy as it goes into your neighborhood, into your community. Just see it grow like a bubble and see people being caught up in that bubble of energy, that beautiful safety, security, love. And now see it going beyond your community. See it going to the state that you live in, covering your entire state or nation. And now let's connect all those bubbles together. We've got bubbles from everywhere, all over the United States and other countries. Just see those bubbles of energy intersecting each other. See them merging in together and it becoming one big bubble surrounding Mother Gaia. You all know what the earth looks like. Just see it now with a bubble of light all on the outside of Gaia. And that bubble is green. It's healing. It feels like safety. It feels like secure, like nothing can touch us because there's that bubble of energy. And see every inhabitant of Mother Gaia, feeling into that energy, feeling fresh and new. They can take on the world because they're safe. And let's just really see everything that has energy on this planet now filling into that. All of the animals, all of nature, all those plants and those beautiful flowers we talked about earlier. The waters on earth, just see them all revived, refreshed, given a new life. What a beautiful creation this morning. And you were part of that creation. You were a huge part of that creation when you breathed life into Mother Gaia and it came back out refreshed and renewed and rejuvenated. So just breathe in again and just feel that energy now. Feel it being fresh and new and beautiful. And if there's anyone you're holding in your heart center, just see them receiving. They're receiving this love. They're receiving what was given and what was received. And it's covering everyone on the planet. What a beautiful vision. What a beautiful creation this morning. Oh, and so now let's just share it around our circle. Everyone that's gathered together here this morning. Just hold each other and unite in love. So as we think of everyone that's here, you've seen the names, heard the names spoken. Just envision there's a person on each side of you. And you're going to look to one of those people. You might know them, you might not. It may be somebody totally new to the morning show and to our family, and that's okay. You are here on purpose if you're new. Thank you for being here. And thank you to all of those who show up every day for each other. So just envision you've taken the hand of that person next to you and look at them. And on the count of 3, we are going to say, thank you, I love you. And say it from your heart, that heart that has shared so much love this morning into Gaia and received it back. Let's give it now to each other. There you go. I love those words. I'm seeing them. Thank you. I love you. So we are ending the show today on that positive note of thank you, I love you. And we're going to listen to our song again one more time. It's a beautiful day. It really, really is. Get into it. Dance with it. Play with it. Have that wacky Wednesday that we talked about. Fill your cup up with joy. If it's not already running over, put some more in there.
So you're in a hurry, well you better calm down. We're all friends around you, just join the fun. 'Cause if you're in a hurry, you're missing the point. Should enjoy the fruits of life instead of chasing coins.
Thank you, Pat, for being here to enjoy it. And all of you that are giving out love, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's a great day. A great day to have a great day. Those of you that are new, just come back as often as you want. Beautiful day every day to celebrate, be with each other, hold each other up in arms, share the laughs, share the burdens, whatever's going on. days are amazing every day. And hope we want to report about Zena. We're missing the little guy. Let's give him all of our love. Have a blessed day, everybody. Namaste, y'all. I love you. I will see you later.